Okay, adjust the camera. You could probably zoom in a touch too, because it's okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to disconnect.
No, that worked for you. It didn't work for me. That's what I did the first time.
You're older than I am. What the hell do you want me to do?
It doesn't like me today.
Well, what the hell can you do?
I know.
All right, let me see. Okay, so let me get it set up for the.
Now, do I end stream whenever ready, or do I just leave it running?
When it's done, when they're all done, just click end stream and then shut it down.
No,
last time I went to do that, Morgan Boyd was in there doing it, so he may very well do it at the very end.
No, I'm not.
If you're busy, don't worry about it.
No, I mean, can I leave it run now without having run back?
Let it run now. Another extra 15 minutes. What the hell's the big deal?
That's more fun. There we go.
No problem. Yeah, let it run. I'm going to.
At least I know it's working, right?
All right. I'm going to.
Just getting the top of my head.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. Let's see your videos, and there it is live now. And if I go to it.
Hear a bunch of echoing.
Okay. All right. Now I'll put it on the website and they're done. Okay, go ahead. Do what you got to do. But listen, rely on these companies too. If CoFile if there's an issue or something, call them. Get them involved too. Don't try to take the whole load on your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't have any phone number and I don't know how to get in.
Have a phone. Somebody has a phone number.
Yeah, I understand. No, they're not even here. Nobody's here.
Well,
okay, but I was gonna say that's okay.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I know that the only thing is Tammy has to be in the CoFile or trying to CoFile when CoFile's on the phone and she's at home. So I'm trying to figure out how to do all that. It's almost like a whole conferencing.
Okay, well.
So I got to figure that out. So that's all right. Don't worry. No, don't you worry about it.
Call me if I can help you in any way.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Don't let it get to you.
No, I'm not letting it get to me. No, it's all right. No, I'm just trying to get them, keep everybody working. But if they close, what are they going to do for now?
You're doing a good job. Just do the best you can do, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Sure. Bye.
Ridiculous.
Oh, we don't even have to call Ken. Rick sets that up and Rick's not here. You know what, let them wait till they come
Yeah.
down because I don't know how to do
That's
it.
right.
Okay, there's that. This is Joe's. This can be ours. Okay. This is Morgan. Okay. Dan has his.
Does Joe get all the contracts or something different?
Yeah, because he'll sign the resolutions and then give them back to me.
I mean, really.
I always think this door is locked,
I-
but it's
yeah.
not.
Uh-huh.
The keys for that recorder.
Oh, okay.
So here's your
Okay.
microphone.
Oh, yeah. Those jeans are cute.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
those.
Thank you.
Why'd you say that?
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So I can, we just decided to make this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so when he asks what the screen should be, we'll just start at 66.
Okay.
But he'll say 66, 67, 68. So he'll say this one's 70. But we know if, yeah, we know it's 60.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it just shouldn't have gotten a number last week, but
Yeah.
that's the big deal.
Yeah. Okay. Hey.
Hey, what?
Can you hear him streaming on his phone?
I heard.
Oh,
Come here.
Is it getting colder?
I know, can you turn it off?
Feels good.
I'm shivering.
Heat on 63.
Stop it, it's 68. Uh-huh.
Then if you look, it does, it's set up the same. The kids, the vendor, and it has the same. It's just because he's working from home,
Right.
and that's how it came through.
Right.
So, okay, here's the 24th. And it's just-
Oh, Oh, I know, that's true. I forgot.
They are in there now. We're always like,
That'll be the next thing. I don't think, well, that one will be coming.
those are all.
What's going on?
Hi, it's on, the camera's on.
Okay. Cameras on.
Yes, yes, yes. Hopefully the heat kicks on.
Yeah, it's good. A little chilly here.
Feels like home.
Go ahead.
She's like,
You like the cold?
Yep.
oh,
I can't do the cold. I gotta like, it's freezing in my office right now. I don't know if yours is the same way.
Yeah.
And I haven't figured out, like, I can adjust it, but it doesn't adjust. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Oh, Sunday.
Marsh, like if you were the windows, so I could get some cross breeze, put the screens in.
Do you have any stuff up there?
Cameras, it's live streaming. Yes, it's all out there.
Cameras on.
Did everybody get that warning or just me?
They warned me. I warned him. No, you got it.
Okay.
I think we're safe with Dan.
Yeah.
No, we don't want it.
Never know.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, we gotta tell him.
Oh, I know.
How crazy, right? I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. Goodness gracious. I was gonna tell everybody the dollar store has hand sanitizer.
Oh, do they
A
now?
nice, they're nice containers.
Which Dollar General?
I got it at Kmart Plaza.
Oh,
It's- Yeah,
Dollar Tree.
the Dollar Tree. Yes, I'm sorry, Dollar Tree.
Nice.
They made toilet paper.
They did. I think everybody's.
Oh, now I
using
gotta,
them.
now I gotta go
Mhm.
after. That's because we're like,
They're that,
we're
yeah,
short.
$1 toilet paper, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Yeah, but your alternative is like socks.
I know. Why?
No, we got all that.
Toilet paper to snatch socks.
Morning.
Morning.
Never know.
How are you?
Good. Cameras on.
I mean, I said when I come in, was that just for me or did everybody get the warning?
Everyone's getting
Everyone
the
got the
warning.
warning.
So did they deliver the mail today?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, they came
Oh, this
today.
morning or?
It's
oh,
a
okay.
small, it's Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
Not much here.
I wanted to tell you, if you do get an overload or something, like if you want me to come over and just slit envelopes open for you or something, I will do that.
Okay.
You see that? Your actor's
Yes.
face? Loretta, you just became deputized.
I don't know, but when I did the dice with that, oh, absolutely, I can help you with that,
I
sure.
appreciate it.
Yes,
All right.
I will. You want me to come over like in the morning or something? Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a big help, actually. Yeah.
Because I can't screw that
I
up.
didn't realize it.
I just open up the envelopes.
It's a big help.
That'd be kind
It is.
I mean, I will take them out of the envelope too if you want me to, but I'd rather,
Just slice them.
I'll slice them up. Yeah, do you need help today after we're finished here, or are you okay?
Let me see where I'm at, okay? They did a bit of
Absolutely.
thing yesterday, so I had about a tray and a half, so
Okay,
about halfway through that
okay.
this morning. So
You-
thank you.
yeah,
I will.
Absolutely,
Okay.
I'll take it.
absolutely,
Thank you.
yeah, sure, all right.
Yeah, cheers, bro. Oh, Frankel. Frank, we'll get chairs for a penny. My chair, bro.
Oh.
It's gone.
Where's the clock?
It's like a recliner.
There it is.
No.
Yeah, I was looking on.
I'll own this
Yeah, you would think there'd be one up there.
chair, bro.
Yeah.
One over there.
Your chair.
It's going back way further than it should.
I see Linda's preparing, getting her baking and stuff done.
She is.
Linda, yeah, yeah. Nothing stops her, God bless her, nothing.
Nothing at all. It's encouraging too.
It is, I mean, you have to sort of have that, like, a sense of normalcy.
Yeah, you do. And
As
she's
best
doing a
as
good
you
job
can.
at that at home. She is.
Good. I know my mom has started doing her stuff and, she's used to going out and, like, as she does each thing, then she'll go make her list of stuff that she has to go shopping for and
Right.
whatnot. Well, she can't do that now, so.
I think it's gonna look a little different. This time. People. You know.
I miss the Easter
Fest.
Fest.
Yeah,
That, I mean, I always get my palms
I
there
know.
and they're
All those
beautiful.
traditions, you know.
Yes,
It's just a new normal for now.
it is. Hopefully just this year.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Hopefully, yeah, definitely. We will. I know, Dan, Whitney's
Yeah,
usually-
he's never,
Mm-mm.
and I gave him his packet already. He wanted to see it, so.
He will be mortified. You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
we come flying in and we're like, it's okay, but he'll be mortified that he's late. Here he comes. Look, give him a stern warning. Late, Dan. Minute and a half.
1 minute late, Dan.
What's this?
1
You're
minute
late.
late. Tisk, tisk.
Yes, better get a Timex.
Well, mine says 10 o'clock.
Oh, well then fix that.
Oh, they're all wrong. Joe, I would have read it way later. Thank you. All right, everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, let's start the teleconference. All right, we will call this March 31st, 2020 meeting of the Lawrence County Commissioners to order. Would all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a brief moment of silence. Commissioner Vogler, would you lead us in the pledge?
Certainly. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a brief moment of silence. I would ask that you keep the families of those individuals who have passed away from the coronavirus in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Vanessa, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Spielvogel,
Here,
Commissioner Vogler,
Here.
Commissioner Boyd.
Here. All right, we have a quorum. For the audience members out there, I'll note, for everybody here's sake that we are being recorded,
The animals.
just on our live stream, which is being fed out through
Yes.
YouTube. It can be accessed through lawrencecounty.com, or whatever, what is it? Lawrence.pa.us, whatever our website is.
yes.
It's
It's rough.
Just Google it. Yeah, Google it. Lawrence County, it'll come up. If you want to send it to your friends. Staying. We're also being recorded through through microphones here for our use internally with the minutes. Anyone that wants to submit comments, because we are doing these meetings virtually, can send them to mboyd, B-O-Y-D, at co.lawrence.pa.us. I think that's
it.
That's it.
Yes.
Which coincidentally is also the web address. So it took a little bit of roundabout, but we got there. But any member of the public who wants to submit comments can do so at mboyd@co.lawrence.pa.us. Please include your name And assuming they don't contain, comments don't contain vulgarity,
Right.
they'll be read aloud, and entered into the record. With that being said, do we have any row officer reports and comments? I'm seeing our gloved treasurer, Rich Rapone.
Our glove.
Rich, do you have anything for the board?
I do. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I just, since my last
Would you-
report,
Would you be able to come forward and make sure we can get your,
Come on, and-
back of your head in the camera?
I know, even if you want to sit to the side so they can see your face, that's okay too. Stand here. Yes.
That's okay for you?
Yes,
Absolutely, Rich.
absolutely.
All right, good morning,
Thank
everybody.
you.
You're
Yes.
welcome. You're welcome. Since my last report a week ago, the county treasurer's office has taken in an additional $395,625.62 since last week. I do want to take this time also with so many concerns for people and our families here in Lawrence County. I greatly appreciate the taxpayers,
Yes.
coming through, and with the mail and with the drop box, and like my press release said, there's just myself working in the treasurer's office. So eventually, when we have normalcy again, all the other work will be done. Just thank them for their patience and their understanding at this time, and greatly thank them for thinking about satisfying their county tax rate. I greatly appreciate that. I did. So, and I'm going to thank Dan and Morgan for helping me with the deposit in the morning. They're walking down with me. The letter has offered to open envelopes from the treasurer's office, which I
Yes.
probably will take
Yes,
care of. in the
absolutely.
office. So,
Sure.
We are making sure Rich is not stealing money.
No,
Which he never would.
There is segregation of duties, even with
Yes,
limited
yes,
stuff. So
sure.
I do thank everybody for stepping up.
Absolutely.
And, we're all, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yes.
I believe we're all doing it. So,
Yes.
Thoughts and prayers for courthouse family and for our fellow taxpayers out there in Lawrence County as well. So that's where we are.
Thank you.
Yes,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
And thank you for your efforts.
Always, yes,
Absolutely.
thank you.
All right, up next, we have our virtual public comments section. Refreshing my email. Refresh one more time. We have no public comments. We will move on to fiscal and contractual. Just to note, if anybody has any public comments, anything they wish to be entered into the record, or any questions that they might want the board to address, you can still email me throughout this meeting. There's a second public comment section at the very end. Those will be read aloud into the record. And again, that's mboyd@ca.org and stuff. PAW. I feel like we're on a telephone. Support the guy. I don't know.
And next up, no.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But we have warrant register, first and foremost, so I'll give my colleagues a minute to look over that. And then I'll take a motion to accept and file the warrant register.
I will move for acceptance of the two warrant registers as submitted.
And I will second.
Hearing a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Up next, we have approval of the minutes from Tuesday, March 24th. I'll give my colleagues a minute to look over those, and then I'll take a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll move for their adoption.
And I will second.
Hearing a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Okay. We have no written communications today. There are no proclamations or certificates. All of our staff is working from home. So on to commissioner reports and comments. Looks like I'm first on the slate today. I I really don't have a whole lot to talk about today. So we'll move to Commissioner Spielvogel.
Well, I always have something to say. I'll turn on my microphone here. Just a reminder that we're all working through what we need to work through, and everybody handles things differently. So if your neighbor's a little antsy, or your elderly neighbor calls you and questions things, be patient. If some people don't have much to say, give them their space and be patient. We all handle it differently, but we all have to get through it, and we will get through it. And thank you to the taxpayers that do continue to pay their taxes, because it's a time where everybody's making decisions on what they're doing. It's a time of the unknown. You know, yes, the federal government passed the $2 trillion package, but we still don't know how that's going to filter out and what the end result of that is going to be. So we all need to practice a bit of patience and understanding, and, you know, think of the other person, what they're going through. Maybe reach out. The littlest things that we can do are the things that maybe could help them most. So I say that. If you have questions on something, if you're looking for where services are available, or you might be in need of, you know, filling out a form for any type of assistance, the 211 number for Southwestern Pennsylvania is there. Please utilize that. We are moving forward into uncharted territories, and we have been.
On the back of the bill.
And on the back of the tax bill is the 211. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, our treasurer, is part of working together, again, of course, reaching out to the community. Please, 211, there's a variety of information available, and they will point you in the right direction. And when you're home, while you're home, again, during everything that is going on and happening, please fill out your census. These are things that need to be done. Like we're here having our meeting, some things we do need to carry on and move forward with. And that's what we're doing. So please maintain what you need to maintain to make your lives go forward, and take care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
All right, Commissioner Vogler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and comments of my colleague were certainly well stated.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And speaking of the census, and I know you've been advocating
Yes.
at just about every meeting. I did get mine, and went online and filled it out. Took about 5 minutes.
Yes.
It was very simple.
Mhm.
So if those of you at home who get them, it's a very easy process
It is. Yes.
to fill it out and hit submit.
That's it. Done.
You've done your civic duty.
Yes. Good.
One other thing, I do want to reassure everybody that we are staying in very close contact with our president judge, because he receives guidance and direction from the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. And we're waiting now to see what the next step of the Supreme Court might be, because the current order under which President Judge Motto is operating is essentially due to expire this coming Monday. And again, we're waiting patiently to see if the Supreme Court provides the President
Yes.
Judge with any additional direction. And we're doing our best to mirror what the courts are doing so that we are all on the same page. And we see the judge every day, and he's been very good about keeping us informed, and we've done all we can to keep him informed as well. So that's about it, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm texting during this. The Newcastle News is trying to figure their way to the live stream. Oh, it's up and running. There are 11 viewers. So,
Okay.
at
Great.
least when I walked over there.
Good.
All right, we will move on to new business. First resolution on the docket is a resolution to approve extension for Part 1, construction management support for Supplement 1 for Part 1 for the closeout portion of the Shannon Creek Trail Connection Project for an additional 6 months to September 18th, 2020. We don't have the planning director with us today. I would assume that would be under planning. Do we know the rationale? Does anyone up here know the rationale for that?
I don't. I'm looking at the letter that you actually signed. But quite honestly, I'm not sure as to why the extension is being requested.
Why don't we table this then until next week, and we'll get Amy on the phone, or Amy
Yes.
in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd be comfortable with that.
To
Yes.
explain that. Sure. And so we'll make this, Vanessa, what resolution would this be?
This will be 66.
66, thank you.
Would you, at this time, like a motion to table, or would you prefer to do that later in the meeting?
Let's do that later in the meeting. We'll move
Okay.
everything to the voting section, and then
Okay.
if someone wants to make a motion to
Sure.
table. Up next, and this one I do believe we do every year, which is a resolution for discussion and possible approval of Pamela Stitch as the mosquito-borne disease control technician. To the best of my knowledge, there's a second one. We'll just do this time, do the discussion all at
Right.
once. So there's also Dennis Stitch as a mosquito-borne disease control technician. So they're two separate resolutions, but they're both appointing two individuals to be our mosquito-borne disease control technicians. To the best of my knowledge, and Dan, you might have more information on this, just because we do this every year from what I understand. But these individuals basically go out to the community to identify different areas of concern relating to the mosquito population in Lawrence County. They spray, they treat, they do what's necessary to make sure and minimize the chances of individuals in Lawrence County contracting mosquito-borne diseases.
Yes.
Yep, you hit the nail on the head, and my recollection also is that they work in conjunction with the Lawrence County Conservation District on this undertaking. But the two of these folks, who I believe are husband and wife, have been doing this now for quite a number of years, and every report I get back is that they do a very commendable job.
So we will make those, I have to check to see, resolutions 2020-067 and 2020-068.
Okay.
So actually, it looks like it's, hang on. Have you seen the one for the resolution for Pam Stitch?
Yeah, I have it.
Yes, I have.
Oh, I have it.
You have it there?
I do have it.
Okay.
So, up next, we have discussion, resolution for discussion possible approval of application to the Department of Human Services to express interest in the State Human Services Block Grant Funding Program. And so we will let our county administrator give a brief rundown of what we have going on there, and I'll let potentially Laura.
Sure. The block grant was first developed by the Department of Human Services at the state level in fiscal year 2012, 2013. Since its inception or initial presentation, approximately 70% of Pennsylvania counties have transitioned into the program. We've explored that possibility, of the possibility of getting on board in the past, but really feel that now's the right time for us to look at applying to be a block grant county. If our application is approved by the Department of Human Services, it would give us additional flexibility in our funding streams. Right now, we're in a situation where funding's handed down in silos, and there's no waiving from the rules of those silos or how you can spend it. What the block grant allows for is flexibility in that funding to really allow us to best serve our population, our community, our population. A majority of the funding in the block grant is tied to our mental health and developmental services programs, with smaller amounts being tied to other critical services. Our intention at this time, if our application is approved by the Department of Human Services, is to fund those services at 100% of where they're at right now. And what I'm requesting today is just consideration by the commissioners to approve and moving forward with the application process and submitting to the state.
I think there's a tremendous amount of positives that this lends to our community. I think the historical approach on the state level has sort of been, a one size fits all.
Right.
Every community is going to get the same level of allocation or proportional allocation to use for the same different, aspects of mental health or drug and alcohol or other sort of ancillary programs that we have. This allows us the flexibility to go in and say, no, we have problems that are unique to Lawrence County.
Yes.
We need unique solutions to solve these problems, and we need flexible funding to be able to implement those unique solutions. I think it's the right step forward for the county to go into this block grant program. Any comments from either of my colleagues?
Just briefly, coming from my background with the police department and working in different aspects with families and, youth in the community, that was always something that the funding streams sometimes got in the way of the programming for the individuals that need it most. And so I think this opens up the possibilities, just like Commissioner Boyd said, that it's unique and every opportunity, every issue is unique. And I think that that's where we need to get to, is to the individual person and what works for them, instead of this is a program trying to fit that person into it. And I think it's definitely a move forward in the right direction. Yes.
And I would concur. When the Commonwealth first unveiled this format, the prior Board of Commissioners, we were a little bit cautious at first. We wanted to see how it played out in a few other counties. And so we took a bit of a wait and see attitude. But as Mr. Vanasco pointed out, a majority of the counties are now in this mode. And it seems to be working well. My recollection is that Beaver and Butler are both utilizing the block grants. I'm not sure about Mercer.
Mercer is not, but everywhere in Lawrence County South, the southwest 6 counties, as we call them, are all block grant counties with the exception of Lawrence.
And Mr. Vanasco, of course, as many of you know, prior to becoming the interim county administrator, had served as the director of our mental health and developmental services office, and has a real firsthand understanding of this format. And he is, based on discussions we've had with him, and as he noted here just a few moments ago, he's supportive of us making this move at this time. So I would concur with his recommendation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Absolutely. Well, if there's no objection, we'll make that resolution 2020-069. And then we also have, I don't think this is the resolution. Great Communities CC.
The number threw me off, where it says 06.
It does say 24th day of March. So
Yeah, that number up at the top has me a little bit confused. I don't know that that's the correct number.
It was presented last week.
This was the one we tabled.
Yeah.
Right.
Did we have a number
it would have been
put on it
given-
last week?
We
Okay.
did give a number last
We
week.
gave a number.
But it wouldn't have been 06, because that would have been earlier in the year.
Yeah. Vanessa, you
No,
know,
it should be 065.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
I had whited it out.
Okay, 65.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I didn't put that on your copy.
no, that's fine.
You just want to see if we are on the ball. Joe's has it, sure,
Okay,
Joe has it, so you gave it to the right person.
All right, this resolution 2020-065 is effectively entering into a contract with Great Communities Consulting LLC for assistance in administering.
Amy's out there. Would you like me to get her on this one matter?
Yes.
I'll get her. Excuse me. I just didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
That's good.
excuse us for
Excellent,
one
yes.
second. Our planning department's here. We're running things off the cuff here
Right,
at the Lawrence
right.
County Commissioners Virtual Meeting.
Yes, thank you.
I'll see you, Rich.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Love treasure, depart stage right. You have fun with it.
Well, that's just it, you know, that's like I said, everybody handles it differently and you just have to be just aware of them, that's it.
Show it to you and then we'll have you.
Hey.
Oh, smile for the
All
camera.
right, our planning director is entered. They can't see, now they can see it.
Probably enlighten us.
Yes,
Sorry.
and I know you probably,
Oh.
yeah,
So this is just with Taylor Engineering, they are, they're being the oversight for the Shannon Creek Trail. The project down in Croton, the one that's been open forever in terms of East Coast paving, where we still haven't settled it. So we have to extend the contract with Taylor Engineering for the oversight of the project.
That was
this
the
is
question.
just basic
the board had.
housekeeping to make sure that we're,
Yeah,
just another form to turn in to keep it moving.
It had not required,
Yes,
they required
okay.
the letter.
Okay,
But the rationale is that the contractor that we initially contracted to do the paving project hasn't completed that project, and as a result, it can't be.
Well, the project is completed,
Okay.
but we're in
Already
litigation
got
with it because of the, what's it called? Liquidated damages. Remember, this is a project that, I mean, we're talking like 4 years.
right,
It was
okay,
like 4 years, where it wasn't, he started, basically, anyways, when he started, he was in liquidated damages. And he wants paid the full amount, and we're trying to come to some type of conclusion with him. We did
Okay.
meet about 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yes.
okay,
His attorney and Tom and Joe and Danielle and I sat down with Bill Humphrey. We gave them our final offer and we're waiting to hear back from them. But then all this stuff happened, so. But
okay.
yeah, let's just keep it, it's open and Bill's our main contact with all the ECMS stuff.
Answer my question. Both you, good?
Yes, we're good, yes.
Yeah, vote on it?
Yeah, we were gonna table it, but I'm glad
Right,
you walked by.
since you came in, okay, good.
And the other thing is, are you all right with us voting on the contract with Great Communities
Yep.
Consulting LLC?
Yep,
We're all good on the
absolutely.
planning
Yep, we're good to go,
department
yep.
Okay,
I sent Vanessa the insurance certificate last week. She had it with the contract to print out, so yeah, we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, we are hiring this contract to help administer CDBG funds.
Yep, CDBG funds, yep.
Okay. Only other note, happy birthday.
Thank you.
oh, happy birthday, okay.
Thank you. Quarantine birthday.
Quarantine,
Right, I
in the
know.
courthouse.
Mhm.
Quarantine
Yes.
birthday in the
I'm
courthouse.
not sure which words, the courthouse or my house is my favorite. And my husband.
Right.
Oh.
You escaped.
I did.
Had to get out. All right, I'll take a motion to amend the agenda to allow us to vote on resolution 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69.
We have to take 65 off the table.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Takes a village.
Yes, we do. So I'll have.
In my case, it takes a village idiot.
In reference to that mosquito plan, you were itching to say something, weren't you?
It was. It was.
3 months in. 3 months in. All right.
Comedy show.
I'll take a motion to take resolution 2020-065 off the table.
So moved.
Second. Hearing a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? No puns? All right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Resolution 2020-065 has been removed from the table. Now we'll take a motion
Okay,
to amend the agenda to allow for voting on resolution 2020-065 through 2020-069.
So moved.
second.
Hearing a motion to second, any discussion, hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. All right, we'll go through these as expediently as humanly possible. First on the docket, we have resolution 2020-065. Now therefore be it resolved by the Lawrence County Commissioners that Lawrence County Commissioners hereby enters into a contract with Great Communities Consulting LLC to assist with the administration of Lawrence County Community Development Block Grant Program. Any comments on that? I'll take a motion.
I'll move.
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second, any discussion? Hearing none. Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Steelvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 2020-066, now therefore be it resolved by Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, the agreement with Frank P. Taylor Engineering shall be extended to September 18, 2020 for the Neshannock Creek Trail connection. We'll take a motion in a second.
Motion?
Second. Hearing a motion in a second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 2020-067, now therefore be it resolved by Lawrence County Board of Commissioners to authorize approval to enter into a contract with Hamel Stitch to conduct mosquito surveillance in Lawrence County for compensation as provided for in the attached contract. Do we have a motion?
Motion?
Second. Hearing a motion is second, any discussion, hearing none, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 2020-068, now therefore be resolved by Lawrence County Board of Commissioners to authorize approval to enter into a contract with Dennis Stitch to conduct mosquito and tick surveillance in Lawrence County for compensation as provided for in the attached contract. Do we have a motion?
Motion?
Second. Hearing a motion in a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 2020-069, now therefore be resolved by Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, hereby authorizes the Lawrence County Commissioner's Office to submit the application for the Community Development Block Grant Program to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Hearing a motion in a second, any discussion? Hearing none, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. That concludes the voting section of this first reading. Announcements, our next regularly scheduled Commissioners meeting is for 10 a.m. Tuesday, April 7th in the Commissioners meeting room. I will note just for the general public that with it being after April 1st, we are officially authorized to make any transfers of any monetary amounts in the budget as per the county code. So you might be seeing that in a change in an agenda coming to you sometime soon.
Yes.
On that note, we will see if we have any more public comments.
Okay.
I'm gonna log back in just to make sure. Nope,
Okay.
no public comment. All right, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second. Hearing a motion and a second, any discussion, hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Lawrence County Board of Commissioners is adjourned. Again, any public comment for any virtual commissioners meeting throughout the duration of this crisis, mboyd@co.lawrence.pa.us.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
Amy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Listen, she just escaped. She's not fooling anybody. She knew she could get in here and nobody could follow her.
How are your kids holding?
They're good.
It's a whole new world, right?
It is.
I
We're
just,
putting a lot of puzzles together at night
yes,
and,
yes,
making them take walks with me.
good. I mean, you just have to. There has to be a different sense of normalcy